Hello, welcome back. Last time I got introduced to Grandmaster and baited myself into doing more than I wanted to do in Flipside Cliffside. But now that I know what to watch for, maybe I can prevent that from happening the rest of these. Do not commit to finishing a full first room. And, you know, bail out if it looks like it's going to be a thing. Like, I will stop mid-attempt at something without succeeding at that attempt. I just need to verbally give myself permission to do that. Ah, the white lids are cracked jars. That's how it is. Okay. So, right, I'm looking for something called lava layer, I think? Yes. I remember what the room looked like, I think. At least I remember a room with lava. I suppose there's no reason I have to go in journal order. But that's what I've been doing this whole time, and I don't see any reason to break the pattern now. And there's only 2 more places to look, because there are not a lot of green lids. The one I did first was up to the right, so straight to the right will be something else. You are not what I'm looking for, right? Wait, no, that's Flipside Cliffside. Okay, so then is what I'm looking for up here? Because there was another green in this area. It is not, so it must be on the right. Now, where was it on the right? Way over there. I could probably bench warp, but I don't see any benches particularly close to me, so that's not what I'm gonna do. Slopes! Why are there slopes? Those don't exist. This is where the rainbow strawberry is gonna go. That's my prediction. Hi, Feather. You... okay. That's... did I ever go to this spot? Oh, this is where I started, but I never went up here is what happened. Okay. Or at least didn't really notice. Why am I benching? I don't know. Yep, that's the one I was thinking about. You know, the one with the lava. I went and touched that lava with my buddy. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Remember, I'm just sampling. Oh, this is Super Mario World. Wait, no, this is literally Super Mario World graphics. I just saw the, what the level's built out of. Like, I was saying that because of the movements. Oh, that's funny. This has at least 1 strawberry in it. Oh, this is, what is... okay. Whoa. That's pretty funny. So tight spaces. The predictable will happen there. Yes. I suppose where I desire to go is... here? And then quickly get in there, maybe? Like... no, how would I... like, I can't just do a dash. What is the suggestion here? Maybe I need to dash in a way that refreshes my dash, and then... okay, so if my feet are on the ground here, and I do a, like, half super... that'll get me there the quickest while being able to grab onto the wall and continue. There might be a less convoluted way to go about this, but that's the way that makes sense to me. So I think that has, yeah, that has retractable spikes on it. I haven't watchtowered this room. Now, I think I am already ready to say I have sampled this level. I feel like I 100% get its vibe. There may be more mechanics introduced later, but I've seen what it's about, and in the interest of not turning this into what happened last time, I'm going to choose this moment to bail out. I got the vibe, looks pretty cool. Not doing it. Alright, so next one. This feels weird, but I'm making myself get used to it. Next one is called kevintechspam.bin. Okay. I feel like just the name, well, tells me some things, but not the entire thing. What kind of silliness is going on in here? Hello, Kevin. That's a spike? If you say so. So you want me to probably actually do this. And then... that's maybe a bunny hop? If you want to do a bunny hop, you gotta do it a little differently from that. Well, not a bunny. Okay, so I need... Yeah, so I think the idea is I want to get all the way over here, then do... like, Yeah, so do that, but with a jump at the end. Right, so Bunny Hop does start with a non-extended hyper, remember. Yeah, so like that, but then into Ultra, I think? And then into Ultra. I forgot the Ultra part. There we go, that was fun! Okay, check it out, I did a room. This, I think, was a strawberry-less level. Fast watchtower, a lot of space to cover here. Geez, I'm still holding right. I have been this entire time. Alright, so a lot of speed gain going on here. Big spiky hallway. There's going to be Kevin navigating through this entire space. A golden feather is involved. Bunch of traffic lights. A jellyfish! Oh, jeez. I mean, I did a room. I feel like I've sampled this now. This is fine. Is this... is this last episode? Like, what's going on? I don't think it is, but... well... I'm probably gonna get baited again. Like, my bait resistance is not very strong. However, I have managed it in those two levels. Fractured Iridescence, the last green I have not messed with. Is that up there, I think? Boy, there is a severe shortage of benches in this lobby. There are feathers, but there are only so many of those, too, and they don't take me that far. So it's up here I want to be, yeah. Fractured Iridescence, yep. Alright, can't go left. Watchtower in first room, that thing's gonna fall. These kind of graphics. This is also a strawberry-less level, I think. Well, what do you suppose happens here? Maybe those are destructible? That didn't do what I wanted it to. Neither did that. Okay, so where am I going with this? So I do need to do some form of ultra here. Wait, I see. So drop this, then that becomes an ultra platform. Okay, I can just do that jump. So chained ultra here. That wasn't the best of those. Oops. That was pretty good. I could have done it better, though. Oops, yeah, no, that was right. I just didn't cash it in. Hey, wow! You're speedy, and your spikes come out without me leaving the surface. It's that kind of spike. How is this supposed to work? If I do a climb jump off of that thing... well, there's a platform here. It wants me to use it. Maybe what I do is... actually, I have no idea. While clung onto the left side, do I dash down right... get some kind of boost off of that, and... but that won't... let's try it. How did I do it the one time where I jumped in coyote time, probably? Hang on, so, like, go all the way... no. All the way here. There. Hey up! So, maybe I just want to drop off and jump? Or... I don't know what you're asking me to do. Can I climb up and get on the thing? Yes. Why would I want to? Gotta do this every time. It's a little tedious. Yep. So let's try a dash onto the surface and see what happens. So it drops, my speed also just disappears. What are all the ways I can interact with this stuff? If I jump straight up, that's what happens. If I hold forward and jump, what happens? Oops. Whoa! Well, that was a bad time for that. If I just release the climb button... I think I kept my momentum for a moment. If I do that while holding right... Ah, I missed. Okay, so do that while holding right. Release the climb button, jump on the ground, turn it into a... Maybe just another jump? Ah, that's doing... delayed block boost things, I think? Yeah, my jump, because I was just clung onto that. It's my jump on the ground that gets the boost. Because I had recently touched this thing. Then I want to arrive before it stopped, I think, and get another, I'm guessing? How do I time any of that? I don't think I can chain that into an ultra because an ultra would take me too far down. I just need the jump trajectory. But, like, figuring out when I can release and actually jump on the ground... And my height matters too. Yeah, it matters in a couple of ways. That's what too high looked like. Previous attempt was what too low looked like. That's what releasing too early looks like. Oh. Well, I made it happen once and I even landed on the thing. I just didn't cash it in because I didn't know what my next move needed to be. No. I actually still don't. So I think I'm releasing the climb button too early for one thing. Oh, I made it. Okay. Sure. So now I'm here, and is that like a speed check or something? You just need a certain amount of force to break them? Yeah, okay. So, blocks with speed check. Fascinating. Okay. Well, that was the intro room. I'm going to preview this and then quit out. However, no, hold on. I want to play with these speed check blocks a little more. So base speed, no good. What about wave dash speed? Whoops, that was not wave dash speed. Wave dash speed is enough. It's just like anything above the base, it feels like. Okay. So you'd go over there, grab that thing, do some kind of reverse ultra shenanigans, get that thing, do some kind of forward ultra shenanigans, get down there. I have no idea. I guess delayed block boost. Yeah, so jump off the thing down there, do a dash, get lots of speed, jump and jelly and be there, and then somehow still carry the speed forward? Okay, that's what this room's about. No, no, not that. I want this. Alright, next. I want a journal. There's one. Superluminary. A yellow. Hope the strawberry is not too early, because I might get baited into doing it if it is. Or maybe I should hope that it is, and that I do get baited and I have a great time. Drifting deep. You know what? Let's go out of order. I'll just go for the first one I see. In sampler mode, it feels less important to follow a strict order. It was never important, but I don't know. It was my system. Alright, drifting deep. So we got feathers and bubbles. Hope I don't have to use that really finicky thing I tried in the gym the other day. Interesting formation of crystals there. I guess the idea is just to put me out there with a pinkness. So feather flight. Wall bounce, grab that so it falls. Do a... I don't even know exactly. Reverse super, feather fly through here. Bubble down there and swim? No. Oh, that falls. Red bubble to reverse. Wave dash and super, and this room is still going. This is the first room. Well, I guess technically second, right? But the first room was nothing. What am I looking at? I think that's a wall bounce on a 1x1 after a super. Then go up, get the feather, fly all the way through there. Go down, get the bubble again, and... Wait, when do you ever hit this? Could the feather go all the way around there and end here? Like, sort of 2 loops? A little spiral? Maybe. I think that's a red bubble in there? Yeah. So that gets me access to red bubble. This moving block seems to have a jump through on the right side of it, implying you're doing a leftward or reverse air super on it. This is very dense, and also very long. I must say, with complete certainty, I'm not doing this entire room. Let's do the first little bit of it. So maybe I want... Now, I think the idea is just to get me to that feather with 1 dash. Seems like an unnecessary number of crystals if that's my goal. Oh, you break. Okay, that's the story. You looked like you were gonna fall. How could I tell the difference? I couldn't. So I took the wrong guess. This is a place where it's asking me to go at a 22.5-degree angle, where, like, if I would switch to my analog stick for this, theoretically I could benefit from it. But I could also just as easily, I don't know, I'd rather stutter with the D-pad, I think. Wow! I think that just feels better to me. It's not more reliable, but I don't think it's less reliable. Yeah, oops, right, I'm not clinging on, I want to dash upright there. Oops. I had dashed too far right. Okay, so watch out for that hazard. Yep. So I need a certain amount of height off that wall bounce. So I guess I will bother to make it a delayed one. Yeah. I should, like, steer down at the end of that feather flight or something, or go slower at the end. Down's probably the better way to go. Yeah. But I really do need to veer left before that second dash. It's required. Oops. Okay. Huh! Oh, I forgot to veer, but I got away with it. Okay, so if I'm here, then I'm feathering. Ooh, that's a nasty feathering. Wah! Okay, is that as far as I wish to go? It might just be. Yeah, after I feathered, I would be on that sphere doing a wall bounce up here. No, I gotta interrupt that feather and break that wall. I'm kind of curious what this red bubble does. Let's push a little bit farther. Whoa, that flight was short. Why? Did I, like, turn a corner weird or something? Maybe. Okay, so if I make no rightward inputs at all, in fact, no directional inputs at all in that section, after I dash, where does that put me? It's like, there's just something about that dash I feel like I'm not understanding. Huh? No inputs, whoops. Yeah, so as long as I do the wall, the late wall bounce. Huh. Like that. Okay, making no directional inputs, I do end up in the right place. Blah! Right, okay, I interrupt the feather and dash right is what I'm trying to do. I just have to turn the one little hairpin there. Woo. No inputs. Okay. Turn, then I can dash down right and interrupt slightly earlier. Yeah, there's a lot of variance on how high my wall bounce can take me from that bubble. Okay, not that much earlier. But yes, that wall is my destination. Once I'm going down right, I should continue until I stop the feather. There we go. That's what I wanted. I guess what you want is to interrupt that down left and turn that into a reverse wave dash? Okay, so those just break in a chain and I would have to interrupt the red. Reverse wave dash to there, dash right to the bubble, then the part I didn't understand. This might be fun to pick apart if there was a checkpoint right here. There's not, so I will just imagine that that feather flight would take you all the way around to here. It seems implausible, though. How long is a feather? Okay, so this one here, I go about a screen width plus the initial vertical movement on it. So unrolling this into a screen width. Well, yeah, for one thing, the bubble would respawn by the time I got there. For another, the feather would not carry me all the way around like this spiral to the inner part. How would I ever touch this touch switch? I don't know. And I guess I'll never know because I'm bailing out now. Alright, cool. Whoops, yes. So that's... what were you called? Whoa. Drifting deep. Next yellow. Yeah, I'm gonna stop caring about the order other than color. Belly of the beast, what are you? Whoa, that was a fun transition. Hi, Oshiro! We're on a boat! Okay. Am I gonna get eaten by it? The cannonball is. Okay. Yeah. Alright, she's up for it. Yeah. Well, that's... okay. That line sure is something. Hop on the spring, touch the front of the boat. Okay. So this is Oshiro in human form. Is the water deadly? No. Nothing over here. I see the spring now. Ha! Ooh! Okay. Well, there's the beast. I've been eaten. There's that cannonball. Okay. Oh, take it to the heart. Got it. Alright, so heavy throwable level. Toothy and fleshy. Why do I need this cannonball? Because it's a Theo, okay? And doing Theo things here. How the... oh, okay, so... oh, okay. So that's for both of us. If I do this with the thing in my hands, I end up... what is... okay. What do you expect here? So I can throw the... Okay. How would I even begin to parse this? Where am I going? So those little green fields there... They don't obviously interact with the cannonball. They don't obviously interact with me. I don't know what they do. Because the cannonball just fell right through them, right? Hang on, so let's throw this here again. No interaction, it's just there. If I ignore that thing... Well, it kind of flipped out when I started moving for some reason. Somebody has to hit that touch switch. And that one... I think there's some kind of speed tech I need to do that I'm not doing. I mean... Oh, it's water. Oh, it's water! Okay. Ah, got it. Got it. Now I understand. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Again, why is water just invisible to me? I mean, this is highly visible, it just doesn't look like water. I had to hear the splashing sound and the, what the music did there. Okay, now I get it. Alright, now that I get it, I grant myself clearance to leave when I wish. I don't yet wish to leave. What happens next? At some point I need to throw... Okay, so what happens with that ground? I'd like to know. It falls. Okay. So I'm gonna ignore my heavy burden for a moment. And do... what? Yeah, so I just have to press the jump button. As long as it's buffered, I live. If it's not, I die. So that's when this mechanic showed up. This is like the first thing I ever learned in the library, I feel like. Maybe not the actual first, but it was definitely in one of the first library sections I ever opened up, and now is the first time it really shows up. So what am I doing here? I can throw the cannonball there, and I suppose pick it up during a wave dash, or... That's not enough space to ultra. Or those are too, like, the slope is too steep to ultra. I would land in the spikes over there, I think. That green thing has to be hit, though. I want to throw the cannonball from on top of that, but I'm just not... I need to, I guess I would need to drop and do a little ascension move with it. So get here, do this. Do that, then this. Maybe? That doesn't entirely make sense to me. Could I do a wall throw instead? If I throw this from here... Wait, there is this place to throw where it'll make it. It goes farther than I thought. Hey! And then I lost my burden. So I need to do everything else quicker too? Huh! I still lost my burden. I need to do what? I need to throw it from farther left. I'm throwing it from very right to make sure it hits the touch switch, but that has more leeway than I'm imagining. What if I throw it from right where I land with no directional inputs after this spring? It does not make it. I do have to veer right. Well... And if I'm wave dashing while I'm picking it up, I mean the wave dash has to happen before the pickup for one thing. What is the way to do this if you want to? I can buffer my jumps way sooner than I keep thinking. It's like as soon as I touch the white stuff. That's probably why the white stuff is there. That almost would have been good, but then what am I doing with myself? Okay, that was roughly what I wanted to do. You know what? I think I'll take that as my victory. That's good enough. But let's just imagine what would happen. At some point, cannonball would have to be thrown there. And it bounces... Maybe, like, when I'm mid-wave dash? Yeah, probably when I'm mid-wave dash. So green is for cannonball, blue is for me. That's a good marker. So mid-wave dash throw left. Cannonball goes there and bounces. Dash right into spring, dash upright, get cannonball, do some wall climbing with it, get that crystal. Throw dash right, dash upright, throw left. Be stuck because you're in the middle of... How do you traverse this space? I mean, I don't know how to get over this spiky hurdle here. Huh. Oh, that's a corner jump at the bottom of that shaft. Okay, now I understand a little better. Alright, so after I've done that, my hair is red, I'm down here, I do the corner jump with the cannonball, I throw it left. I dash upright, eating that crystal, I dash up using my other crystal. Catch the cannonball, probably, unless it's already made it to that spring. I use the spring and throw it left, but I think that's for later? Also, that spring's not going to take me high enough to throw left in the other one, is it? I don't know what springboards do, that's been a constant for me. How would I get that green thing? Is there a spring down there that I can't see? Or is that the cannonball's final resting place? No, it needs to go there. Okay, the water is not transparent enough for me to tell, I just have to assume there's a springboard down there. I see what could be one, so I will assume there is one. At some point I need to somehow, I guess like, half ultra out of that springboard into the other springboard where the blue switch is. Come back with pink hair, pick up the cannonball that's bouncing on that thing that must be there. Do a wall bounce or something, throw it left, dash upright right, grab, get that, throw, dash upright right, grab, throw, dash upright right, throw. Use a crystal for hang time, then fall to safety? So I'm not doing any of that, but that's my parse of the room. Okay. So I think I never found the first yellow in the list, so that's going to have to be next time. What did I find? Belly of the Beast, Cave... no. Drifting Deep. Oh, there are 5 yellows, right, okay. So, several more yellows to look at. Yeah, I can see the ones I haven't explored by the time stats. Okay, yeah, so this is more what the rest of this process is going to look like. Do I want to take a detour and try my little beginner lobby temptation with the silver thing? I think there's something different I want to do with that. I would want to, like, reserve that as a thing I could do on my own outside of a video schedule. Go ahead and record it, and if anything great happens, post that. If nothing worthwhile happens, just don't bother. I think that sounds like the most reasonable thing to do. There was also the activity I wanted to do of... Let's do it while I'm thinking about it. Alright, so one more extra detour for today. I want a bench. And there's a real shortage of those here in heaven. No place to sit. I should be checking the map to find one. I was expecting to find one by now, but my random wandering did not intersect with that object. You. I went too fast past you. Thing I wanted to do, just because it's interesting to me. Expert lobby, the one next to the heartside. We're gonna go in reverse order for this. Your checkpoints are... Start. Expunge. Atomize. Extinguish. Demolish. And obliterate. Alright. Destructive words. In intermediate... Sorry, advanced. In advanced... Whoa, remember this place? Barely. Checkpoints are start, crest, ravine, aquifer, and landing. Alright, a little more like terrain features on that one. Intermediate. Your heart side was... here? Raspberry roots. 727 deaths for the entire heart side. Man, imagine what that must have been like. Don't even know how to say that. Phloem? Phlegm? Phleem? Flame. Mycelium. Alright, so plant terms. Petrichor. That word has shown up. The only place I have ever encountered that word is in games I've Let's Played, and this is the third one of those. I don't remember what it means, but it's some kind of nature-y thing. Beginner heart site. Blueberry Bay, 235 deaths for the entire thing. I want to see one more thing here. Basin, Tranquility, Jade, Overgrowth, Harbor. Okay, not too strongly themed. I'm going to check if there's a golden strawberry at the start of this. Just real quick. Sate my curiosity. Right, first time I set foot in this, I had no idea what was happening. I didn't know what a heart side was. I'm just like, oh, there's a bonus level. Cool. Here's the credits and stuff. There is indeed a golden strawberry here. Alright, so golden in heartside, silver outside, then there's some kind of rainbow thing, which I'm guessing you just get to collect after getting all the silvers. If I would tempt myself into, oh, this is a slope. Okay. The thing that doesn't exist also existed here. Interesting. I just didn't notice. So I got the one in Forest Path. I'll bet the seeing is believing one would be very reasonable. If I didn't put it into, like, I put it into the mode where I can actually see. Yeah, look at those low death counts. This is all doable. Oh no, let me get out of here before I talk myself into this. I just laid down some rules and I'm just, like, so ready to discard those, apparently. Alright, so anyway, next time, some yellows here. Just sampling what there is to sample. I haven't sniffed out any hint of, like, secret weird thing in this lobby. It's much smaller than the others, it feels like. But yeah, there just isn't that much space for there to be stuff. Yep, won't be crossing that door. That's okay. Unless I decide to come back to this in the future. Yeah, so there's absolutely the possibility of returning to this in the future. I was imagining, yeah, one possibility of the way this could go that I actually had established, like, just a little bit into the expert lobby, was there are other Celeste compilations I may wish to play. One level in this very compilation, I think it was, I forget the name of it, the one with Mega Madeline as the soundtrack. Didn't that also say, play Spring Collab 2020? And that was put in front of me before Strawberry Jam even existed as a thing to, that was suggested that I might want to try. There's a little bit of unexplored up here. And while I talk, I'm gonna go mess with it. Yeah, so that was put in front of me as a thing I might want to play someday. So I was thinking, maybe, one way this could go is, I could say goodbye to Strawberry Jam for now, not bother doing the rest of Grandmaster. I'll sample, of course. Then, oh, this is gonna be a bit of a thing to get to, isn't it? Ooh, it sure is. Maybe that's why I haven't been there. I can just climb my way from here, right? Yes. Whoop. I did it. This is totally something. At least a place to see some windmills. That's hard to get to on purpose, right? Like, this is a thing, isn't it? I tried to ultra, but my feet didn't find the ground. Okay, well, I filled in that little space, at least. That's what I wanted. Yeah, so, maybe someday, play Spring Collab 2020 all the way through, then cap it off with a return to Strawberry Jam for the Grandmaster lobby. If perhaps that could be, like, a natural continuation of that compilation's difficulty curve, and also I felt like I was up for more. Like, if all of those things happened that way, then that is perhaps the context under which the rest of Grandmaster could happen. But still, I'm going to continue my sampling process. Extrapolating, looks like there's about 2 episodes left of that. Maybe 3, depending on how involved I get in some of these. But that looks like what the future is going to be. Okay, yeah, so we're winding down from this incredible journey, and we're not quite done yet, but the end is very much in sight. I'll see you next time.